Hello everyone, I am the 13th Wolfman. Today I'm going to do a review for you on the movie Wolf Creek. Now when this movie came out in 2004, I was not very excited to see it because of all the hype. A lot of times when movies have like extra hype, the movies are crap. Blair Witch is the example I'm going to throw out at you. Everyone was saying, oh, this movie's scary, this movie freaked me out, oh, my girlfriend threw up in the audience because of the motion sickness. I saw it, I hated it, all it did was annoy me for 2 hours. Now, on to Wolf Creek. When Wolf Creek came out in 2004, it wound up going into the theaters as the Ozploitation film. That's right, this movie comes to us from the plunder from down under, Australia. Yep. They took a good idea and they made it even better. It says it's based on the true story, but it's actually based on it's actually inspired. It's not really based. It's actually inspired by a few true stories that happened around the early 90s. What happened with these cases? It's a long story and I don't know all the facts, so let's move on. But in this movie, we have two British girls on holiday, or vacation, whichever you want to call it, in Australia. And they want to hit a few of the local tourist attractions, or tourist traps, or whatever you want to call them, before they have to head home, back to England. One of them is Wolf Creek. Wolf Creek is a big crater where a meteor rock landed who knows how long ago. I haven't done the history on this, so I'm just going by what they tell us. Well, they meet up with a young man by the name of Ben Mitchell, and they all drive out to Wolf Creek. Along the way, they have some good times. One girl kisses Ben, I don't know. All in all, it was a good time. You think that things are going very well until they get back to their car out at Wolf Creek and it won't start. Their watches have stopped. So you think, oh, well, maybe there's some kind of like electromagnetic pulse that's given off by this meteor rock that's screwing up the electronics. Because, well, watches are stopped, the car won't work. Along comes Mick, local bushman, that says, hey, I'll tow you guys back to my place, I'll help fix your car, you can be on your way, you could, all in all, it's going to be a good day. Mick is a nut job. No other way around it. This movie, I don't want to get too deep into it because I do not want to ruin the movie for other people. But this movie, I just remember, like I said, when it came out, that I didn't want to see it. Like I said, I think it was the overhype. And when I did see it on DVD, I think I was still like in that mindset that, oh well, can't be that good. I mean, look at all the hype it's got. Well, I picked up a copy of it for 99 cents at Blockbuster. Used. That's right. 99 cents. I figured, hey, 99 cents? Okay. I'll give it a second chance. I gave it a second chance. I kicked back, I watched the unrated version, and I enjoyed myself. It wasn't all that bad. It's not the greatest film ever made. It's not going to win Oscars, but hey, it's right up there with Wrong Turn, The Hills Have Eyes, all these movies where they just kind of venture off into the wrong area and some bad stuff happens to people. It follows a pretty good pattern like that, and supposedly it's inspired by true events, so it has that going for it. I got the unrated version, which is longer than the 96-minute version. It's just overall, it was a good film. I get to the end of these things and I just kind of choke. I don't know what. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. Greg, the director, did a pretty good job. From what I understand, he wrote this movie like in the 90s. And there's a scene where it's raining and the script had not been written for any shots to be done in the rain. In fact, the area where they filmed this movie had not had any rain in 10 years. And then they go out there and they shoot, and what do you know, it rains. So they had to improvise a few scenes, you know, that take place out in the rain. I thought that was kind of funny. I haven't listened to the full commentary yet, but I plan to, because it's got the director, the producer, I believe, and the two girls. And I'd like to hear their reaction on what it was like to make such a freaky film. That is my review. If you want to see a good film, see Wolf Creek. This is the 13 Wolfman, and I am on the prowl.